Good afternoon, this is Deb Amlen for the New York Times, and welcome back to Crosswords Live. It's a beautiful day for a crossword puzzle. Let's play two. I'm here, of course, with my solving buddy, Sam Ezersky, Associate Puzzles Editor, and our very special guest, the hilarious Bill Scheft. Welcome, Bill.
You know, what a break that there's nothing going on now.
I know.
People are just free.
Yes.
To look at this screen
they are
and not be distracted.
Lined up to.
What a break!
I can't think of anything more important.
Though, if you are, and I'm not going to go into detail, but if you are, I don't know, news fatigued for whatever reason,
right,
feel free to tune in and take a break with us. We are not saying that there is nothing more important going on in the world, but we will say that this is a nice breather. We're for the next 45 minutes or however long
and we would
takes.
like witnesses. That's the...
Right, okay. We're going to... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
I knew
you
this
off.
was going to be a
We're
good
going to... Let's move on. Tell us a little bit about the puzzle, Sam.
Well, okay. Oh, so we have to be serious now.
Yeah.
Okay. This is, we're here solving the Thursday crossword every week, and this Thursday is a real treat. It's a debut crossword. This is the first ever New York Times crossword puzzle by Barbara Lynn of Westchester, PA.
Hey, welcome to the constructor's
welcome,
table, Barbara.
We hope the constructing bug is here to stay. I can confirm, I think you can confirm, Deb, that it's fun.
It really is. We're seeing a lot of new people
now. A lot of new people, and that's so exciting because we want the diversity of constructors to reflect the diversity of our solvers.
And what would that start to finish? What would the process be for the first time constructor?
Gosh,
a lot of crying.
You just get a lot of crying, banging your head against the wall.
Blood and erasures.
No, that's Tuesday night for me.
Exactly.
That's.
But even with a more experienced constructor, there's still a lot of banging your head against the wall.
Yes.
A lot of ripping up the grids that you're just not satisfied with. It might start from the greatest theme idea in the world that you just get bitten by. You got to flesh it out in grid form. You got to fill the grid, and you got to write clues for everything, and it takes time. Lots of trial and error.
When did she know? When did Barbara know that she was going to be in the paper?
Well, yeah.
Isn't that adorable? The way I called the paper.
Yes.
Isn't that adorable?
Like an album.
Yeah.
Right. One of the best parts of my job on editorial is being able to write people the good news that. Barbara, congratulations. We're delighted to say yes on this puzzle that I can't say any more details about until we've solved it. But we really, the constructors that submit to us, it's an open submissions process. Right. They send us a complete manuscript of a filled grid with all the clues that they intend. We look it over. That's Will Shorts, Joel Faliano, and myself. And it's tough out there. We get over 150 submissions in a given week for 7 days a week.
Right, and that's hard to be able to pick just 7 of those.
It's
puzzles.
Tough. There are so many perfectly good puzzles that we have to turn down every day.
Cromulent ones.
Cromulent ones, indeed.
All right.
Wow.
Sorry.
That's not a clue. Is it?
No,
no, we are always we're always.
Don't want to be in the way of the fist bump. Okay.
Peregrine Took is actually asking, did we recently advertise construction on social media? Well, on the Wordplay website, there is a whole guide of how to make a New York Times crossword puzzle, a 5-part series.
If you go up to the top of the Wordplay page, we have a series that was written, I don't know, last year or 2 years ago by a whole bunch, and that's the formal term for a group of constructors, a whole bunch of
That's the collective noun.
That is the collective noun.
Well,
I can think of another one, but because I edited them. But that wrote a series called How to Make a Crossword, and they take you step by step through it. But I can tell you that there's another resource if you are on Facebook, or if you want to join Facebook just for this. The Crossword Puzzle Collaboration Directory is a terrific group to join if you are a member of an underrepresented population, women, LGBTQ+, people of color, people we would like to see more to add to the diversity of construction. That's a terrific resource to join, as is cruciverb.com, which is an online resource for constructors.
That's how I got involved. Yeah. Dug up that listserv forever ago. But enough about crossword construction. Let's talk
let's-
about you.
Yes, Bill.
Let's put you on the spot.
Fascinating.
Yes. Bill is someone very familiar to me from the old stand-up years, and I've seen him in the clubs, but he is also better known as a former writer of monologues for the David Letterman show, and is a really, really funny novelist. His last novel, which I thought was terrific, was called Shrink Thyself. And it's terrific. And then you are also a member of a band, of course.
Yeah, I have a band, the Truants, and we play British Invasion and garage rock covers and
Excellent.
nothing after 1967. And,
Get off my lawn.
Yeah,
right?
right.
Oh, this sounds up
And
my alley.
get
Let's
off,
go.
it
you
is.
get off my lawn. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We opened for a senior citizen British Invasion band, Jerry on a Pacemaker.
Oh,
okay,
God.
for the 3 people that'll get that, you're going to be hearing a lot of stuff that only 3 will get. But
Right.
we play in and around the tri-state area.
Excellent.
And we'll be at a place called The Turning Point in a place called Piermont, New York. And
Right.
then we'll be there February 21st.
And you just
And-
played Daryl's house, right?
That's right. We just played Daryl's house, which is in Pauling, New York. And if you're wondering how to get to the Turning Point in Piermont, you go over the Tappan Zee Bridge.
Set your GPS.
Yeah, but
We only
pull
have
off,
45 minutes.
Pull off
Right.
and find a place where your GPS works.
Okay.
That's how you get there.
Great.
Yeah.
All right, on to the puzzle. We are going to start now. When you look at a blank crossword puzzle, and I just want to show this to everybody, not to embarrass you. Bill is.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not spoiling it. Bill is a paper solver. Thank you for being a paper solver. We love our paper solvers. In fact,
love our dead
that
tree
is
solvers.
Yeah.
that is what Puzzlemania is made for. The Christmas edition, the Christmas insert.
Oh my, that thing. If you can break
Yes.
4 hours on the Mega,
Well, you know
Yeah.
who wrote the Super Mega this year? The man sitting next to you.
wow.
Right?
What a
Fun
treat for your
was,
15th birthday to write that puzzle.
It's a dream come true.
Thank
They
you.
really. I was
That
first
was a
told at my
honey.
bar mitzvah.
That was
Yes.
a honey this year.
It was terrific.
Now, how long did it take you to put that baby together?
You want to talk about crying and banging your
Yeah.
head constructing?
So you started
I
that
watched
around
it.
Purim, and I'm going to guess swung it around.
Exactly.
By the way, the Truants are opening for a Jewish oldies band.
Excellent.
Shana Na Tova. And thank you. But, okay.
Okay.
I'm just working on these
I'm
two.
tapping
That's fine.
it. Yeah.
That's fine. And we're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Right? But you know what? We do have to get to the puzzle.
Let's get to the puzzle.
Okay. That's
Never
what's I.
did.
So
I
how do I
write,
go?
write,
How do I go about it?
Yeah. How do you start?
I will look at one across just
Okay.
to see if I can get it, and then I'll go to the blanks.
Right. You give up and then you move around.
Right, but now looking at this,
Yeah.
this looks pretty easy. This looks like ocular.
Okay, now one of the things that tripped me up about this when I first started solving the puzzle was I read it, and you can read these differently, as a concerning vision, like a bad omen.
Right.
But it's not.
right.
That's not what it means.
No.
Right?
I'll be honest.
It's
I don't even know
regarding
if we
vision.
meant that as a trick.
Well, I just make
Well-
things up. That's really what they pay me to do, is to just make it up
Bill-
as I
Bill
go
saw
along.
right through
but
it,
you're
yeah.
right. Yes, he did.
It is
Well,
ocular.
I'm the guy that went into Central Park and saw went to Strawberry Field and saw that the set in stone Imagine.
Yes.
And I read it as I'm aging.
Yeah.
So this is so
go.
I can understand making the mistake on
Right.
concerning, but you're concerned.
Exactly. I'm
You're
concerned about the
Yeah.
vision.
Deb, we don't
Right,
need
but
a
oh, I'm
sidebar
so
on
sorry. But at least you didn't abduct a squirrel. That's another story. Okay.
We have a clip of that. No.
Yes. Let's go to the clip.
So now I'll immediately go to 6 down because
Okay,
it's the shortest.
short, yeah.
Yeah.
And mesmerized looks like wrapped.
I think so too.
Yeah.
All right. Where else would you go?
Well, then I'm going to get a little cocky, and
Okay.
then I'll look at the first long clue, which is 20 across. And I see that, and I know that it's going to have something to do with bow ties because of Bill
Sure.
Nye.
And Pee
who
Wee
used to be-
Herman.
Bill Nye used to be on the Letterman show all the time. And
Did he always wear the bow tie?
yes, he did.
Okay.
Yes, he did. And I remember not Bill
rocked
Nye,
it.
but I remember one time we had Libby Riddles, who was the Alaska, who was in the Iditarod, was the first female driver in the Iditarod dog sled. And Dave asked her, how many dogs on the team? And she said 10. He said, and how many dogs go out for the team?
That's great.
So now let's go 5 down.
5 down. Okay. Give it.
Yeah. See, I want to say give it a try, but it's 4 letters after A. So let's back up to 4 down.
Okay. What brakes shouldn't do.
That looks like lock up.
I would hope not.
Yeah.
I would hope they don't lock up. But yeah.
Well done.
There you go. Yeah. Good for you. And now we're starting to get some clues here.
Right. So, let's look at 13 across.
Oh, 13 across. Okay. Estado south of Arizona.
Okay, now let's look at 17
Yes,
across.
there you go. That's right. Now you know why I skipped
You talk
that.
about different wheelhouses.
It's needed for a push-up informally.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get back to that.
Pass
5
on that
down,
one.
can we do?
Sure.
Oh, we're back to give it. Okay, let's go to 7 down. For some reason, I seem better at the beginning down
Same
than
here.
across.
Yeah.
And why is that? Do you think it's sort of the natural? Do you think you're?
Well, I think, and this, I mean, we have a puzzle editor right here, but I'm just going to give you my point of view. I think that when you have, these are obviously theme entries. I think when you have a long theme entry, particularly on a Thursday, the down entries will tend to be a little gentler just to help you get that across. What do you think, Sam?
Because that makes
I would say we do that, especially in our harder Thursday
Sometimes
puzzles
we
for
forget.
sure. We want you to we want you to be able to break into the puzzle somehow, and the down answers just tend to be shorter. I guess they're not here. There's a bunch of 7s in the down.
Yes.
I've always been stronger at the outset on the downs, and it doesn't make any sense because that's not the way you read.
No.
The other thing I do at the beginning is I go to the left side down, like 35 down, because you
that's
can
such a short one too, right there. 35 down
there
the
we
left
are.
side.
Premium network.
I guess that could be a whole bunch of
It
things.
could be.
That could be anything. Now
We
let's
don't
go to
have anything.
53 down.
Okay, 53. Word with garden or party. That was not bad. That was
I'm
pretty
going to
easy.
say, I'll say T.
I think you would be right.
Yeah.
There you
Now,
go.
I noticed 9 down
Okay.
is a classics clue. Now, I was a classics major. I
Wow.
majored in Latin because I thought the church was going to come back. And it did. But but I also took 6 years of Greek, and I know that Odysseus's dog was Argos.
Yes.
I do know that.
We talk about wheelhouses a lot.
Right.
And why it's so fun to solve together, because everybody has their own distinct wheelhouse when they saw. That would be, I would need a few letters for that myself.
Right.
But that's a gimme for you.
And then you can always check it with the crossings.
And it's also so much of it. Let's be honest, is memory.
Yes.
You need to remember the
God
pet
bless
clues,
us.
right? And while we're at it, all I can say is, poor Adele Astaire, because she was a mainstay, and now
Backwards
the pop
and in heels.
because the pop singer comes along, and now
And
she
now
gets the
forget
gig.
it. She's done.
Yeah.
That's probably Joel's and my fault, because we're just like, everybody knows Adele the singer. Let's do that every time.
That's musty.
That's our
Right. Adele Astaire is musty already.
Yeah, Una O'Neill.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
they're
Although
all-
there's a newer Una, isn't there?
Una Chaplin. From,
Una
Game
Chaplin.
of
Una
Thrones.
Chaplin,
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
And
All
there
right.
was-
So let's see about 14 across.
Okay.
Oh, no, 7 across.
7 across is-
Yeah, ETA.
Very good.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Do we have anybody?
I was going to say we can do some phone a friend.
I would love
if you'd
to.
like.
Let's go to
Yeah.
the board.
Let's go to the board. Let's go back to 13 across, actually.
13
Yeah.
across.
I've got
that
a
was
guess
good
from John 411 who says it's Sonora.
one. Okay.
What's the 411, John?
Yeah.
There you
We
go.
got it.
Thank you for that.
Maybe that'll help us with 5 down now. Give it a.
How about rest?
There you
I
go.
like that.
And then
Like
that gives you 17 across tricep.
Right.
Tricep. Curiously, we had to add the informally there because the triceps is your muscle, but that last letter has just been truncated
Right.
in dialogue, I guess.
Right. It is right. The official thing is triceps, like biceps. It's
Right.
it's because it's the tendon is the triceps tendon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
We have to be so nitpicky when we come up with these clues
Because they will get you, Bill.
We will.
The word people will get you.
The word people.
They
exactly.
really will.
Now I do the Sunday puzzle, and Deb knows this. I do it 4 or 5 weeks. I'm behind because I never want to run out.
Yeah.
And 5 weeks ago, one of the clues was the answer was boys to men, and it was the Roman numeral 2.
Right.
Was that how the band was built?
It was.
Yes.
Wow.
It was.
Yes.
Yep. We wouldn't be allowed to write it or stylize it our own way.
Technically, it has to be
Yep.
accurate.
Right.
I
So
know.
they-
We hate it.
How papal.
Right, exactly.
Boys two men, who
right.
succeeded boys one man.
They've
Exactly.
been around for millennia.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
When the white smoke came out.
Yeah,
How about this?
when the white smoke comes out,
Yeah.
it's a new pope.
I
And when
do.
the blue smoke comes out, the Cardinals are cooking ribs. That's a lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. That's fine.
Yeah.
So how about one down? The source of material for a feather duster.
Because I do it in ink, which I think prevents you from just
leaping
yeah,
out
right.
there.
I would say ostrich and want to prove it.
Okay.
So we
So
can
then
check
I
our
would go
crosswords.
to let's see.
Let's just put that in, because after all, we can always delete
23
it.
across.
Oh, this one's weird.
Yeah,
It is weird. I want
about
to
this one?
say Inuit.
Yes, some doors are.
You're right. Yeah. And 27 across.
Bellyache.
Well, of course, the Semitic in me wants to say Chep.
Chep.
Yeah.
Yes, stop chepping at me.
But it's not Chep.
No.
I know it's not Chep.
No.
I will go to my grave. It is
Right.
not Chep.
This is a slightly more Anglican version of that.
Right. Let's move
fish.
to what's 3 down.
3 down. Here we go. Startup worth $1 billion in modern coinage.
Okay. Now
This is a Thursday clue.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
That looks
Especially
tough.
considering
Let's go
that the
to
answer
21
can mean
down.
so many different things. 21?
21 down.
Here we are. Perniciousness. Ooh, that's an SAT
I learned the word pernicious from Roald Dahl.
Wow, very
I
good.
don't know why I remember. It's from
that's a Willy Wonka thing.
Yeah,
Right?
but
For
it
the
was
pernicious-
Charlie in the Great
Now-
Glass Elevator.
Yes.
When
Pernicious
I
knids.
did stand up for 13 years, and I actually had a line about doing the crossword, and I said I love doing the crossword, but I have no patience. Giraffe's cousin, 3-letter word. I put Bob.
Yes.
But I think this is harm.
Yes.
Okay.
I
Very
like that.
good.
Okay, so
All right.
24 across.
A blank blank S.
Pivot point.
We're pivoting to video.
I would say I'm going to say axis, and let's go to the board. Let's get some help. Then we'll go
Okay.
to,
Yeah, let's.
Anybody else know what 24?
Fire Horse Gurley and Chika Goldstein have 23 across is in out. It's not in
Okay.
from last Thursday's
Oh,
crossword.
Right.
nicely done.
Wow, that was
Bravo.
that
and,
really.
and can we get the handle on that again? Who?
Yeah, that was. Let's see. We've got Fire Horse Gurley. We've got Chika Goldstein.
Yeah.
We've got
It's like a
bunch of other
bad
people
country
might have said
band.
that.
No, no, it's not Bill. These are very nice
They're
people.
lovely people, but,
Yeah.
but together.
Do I come into the
together-
clubs and
No.
lose your audiences? But
I've got a guess from actually from Sid Sivakumar, who is a
Okay.
New York Times crossword constructor himself. For 19 across over on the right side,
Yeah.
knows that the JFK alternative is LGA, but really should be root canal because they
Yes.
offer comparable
Oh,
experience.
absolutely.
Yeah.
They
See,
really
now,
do.
how many people might have put in LBJ? Might have put in,
But this is a Thursday puzzle.
RMN.
Yes.
You know.
So here's actually a fun little tidbit for only the most astute solvers is that for airport codes, our time style, we just write it as the letters JFK right next to each other. But if we're writing a presidential monogram,
They have to have the periods.
They have to have the points.
Yes.
Wow.
So the slight subtleties of the New York Times crossword that you might never have known.
That's right.
So
Yeah,
now you
even
know
though-
whenever you see JFK without the points, we're always referring to the airport.
Exactly. So
Now,
that's
how
something
many-
you should
now,
look out for.
Just offhand, Do you know the airport code for Newark?
I do because I fly out of there all the time. EWR.
Makes no sense.
None.
No.
Makes
None at all.
Unless it's EW cutting the N off.
It should be
and the A and the
EWK.
K.
I'll take EWK.
It's like,
What
ew,
about that?
I have to fly
Where's
out
Corey
of
Gardner
Newark.
on
Right.
it? Corey Booker
That's it,
on
right?
that.
Exactly.
Oh, Corey Gardner.
Corey.
I'll take either one.
You need to write a strongly worded letter.
Dear sir,
Yes.
normally I enjoy your fine state.
Yes. However.
Yeah.
There's always a however.
Honey 604 is saying hello.
Hi,
Hi,
honey.
honey.
Hi, honey. I'm home.
Whew. Kathy O knows 20 across the first theme answer, but we
okay.
can hold off on that.
All right.
But Archibald and Oshino, one of our solvers from Italy,
Yes.
knows that 3 down, the startup worth $1 billion is a unicorn.
Right.
Wow,
I've heard
that's
that.
Crazy
great.
clue for unicorn.
In a million years. See, that would have been near the end for me.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have been near.
That's
yeah.
fine.
Whereas, some of the finance wonks.
Hey,
because they're so
Italy.
good. The ones,
Hey,
you know
grazie.
what? She's a regular and
Yeah.
is a terrific solver. Startup worth $1 billion. It's called a unicorn because there just aren't that many worth $1 billion.
But why wouldn't it? You would think maybe Unicom type of
Yeah,
type
this is
of
a
thing,
descriptor.
and then now we know 27
Yes.
across is carp.
Yes.
Yes.
Carp. And then we've got another animal right below carp at 30.
I love this one.
Yeah, this one.
This one will really, really chap your hide.
L. Euler ME knows that it is hen.
Right,
Okay.
because
As
it's
in a
not
layer
a layer
of
of
eggs.
Put
something.
it in, and let me tell you, if I didn't know unicorn, which I didn't, 45 seconds ago,
Right.
I would have jujitsu'd like an M in there, and I would have said hem.
Ham.
Sure,
like
layer,
an
that's
M,
fine.
but
yeah.
that's a great clue. That's a great
There you go.
layer.
And a
in
ham,
shout out-
ham could be a layer in a sandwich. Right?
No, well,
one
no.
layer of meat in the
No,
sandwich.
ham.
Ham.
You go for how?
Everybody's out here
Sorry.
making jokes, and
Well,
I just
how
want to
brave
solve
of
the
you.
problem.
Okay, it is very
Hey,
true.
and why is I have a while you're here,
Yeah,
so let
sure.
me just
Yeah.
file
I'm
the
all ears.
TRAIF.
Right.
It can be spelled many ways, but apparently the
can't.
Times is
Yes.
saying that's
We're
the end of it.
so hell-bent on TREF.
They are.
Because that's just the one that shows up in Crosswords the most.
AIF, I've seen.
You've seen TRAF
Rarely,
too.
rarely.
Rarely. Honestly, both of these answers, they don't show up too often.
Okay,
Right.
I like this one. It may involve dilation. I saw that clue and I started to do my Lamaze breathing.
Right.
But that's really not where this
No,
is
this is
going.
far-
and that's
from that.
do you
Right.
and usually the Lamaze breathing is after you finish the puzzle. right?
Exactly. Whew,
not
right.
not during. It's
Exactly.
not advised.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I like about this answer, before we solve it, is that the letter E is appropriately situated in the first position.
Oh, that's
Yes.
great.
So
That's
we
great.
have
Nice
something-
subtlety by
Okay.
Barbara Lynn.
All right. So let's turn over all the letters. And
Oh,
say
what
eye
am I,
exam.
Vanna?
Yeah,
right,
eye
right.
exam.
Okay.
There we go. That's a fun answer.
Norm
Lot
Macdonald,
of
the
E's
great
in there.
comic,
Yes.
used to do a bit about Wheel of Fortune, and the clue was
Keep it clean, please.
blank
Right.
ONE
Yeah.
WITHTHEWIND, and the guy said, "I'd like to solve the puzzle."
Yeah.
Bone with the wind, and that was yours. So
jeez.
Norm Macdonald,
No,
beauty
please.
from years ago.
Yeah.
18 across. I
thank
sense
God.
my
Okay.
classics background.
So
Ergo.
is
very
ergo.
good. That's a great word.
Yes. Ergo.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the dyslexic Jason ship.
No,
Right,
no,
the
no,
ergo, right? Where in which he,
Oh no, that was the backup.
And he was
No,
solving
that's
with his
not
dog,
the-
Ergos, right?
That's right. That's right. No, that was his backup ship.
Exactly,
The
Ergo,
In case the
right.
Argo
The
was in the
Tugo, right.
shop.
Ergo,
That's
we
much
must say
better.
yes.
That's
Right.
much better.
No, what do you know about glamping? What does
Yeah.
anybody know about glamping?
Well,
what
I
even
am
is
not
glamping?
a glamping kind of a person.
This was one of those modern words that I
yeah,
just
that
kind of
is-
wanted
yeah.
to fight against.
Do you know what glamping means?
No idea.
Okay.
I don't like coinages like this.
glamping is a form of camping where you're not really toughing it out.
It's
You're not
glamorous.
roughing it.
Oh, it's like Gary Shandling used to have a great line. Went camping, stayed at the Sheridan.
Right.
So that
Yes,
was
that is
that's
glamping.
glamping.
That's about glamping,
Yeah.
exactly.
So
that's
what-
sort of glamping.
So it's
what would
it's
you? I didn't get
14
this because I
it's
didn't
14
think it was
across.
glamorous. But
Where am I?
Firehorse
right
Girlie
here.
has yurt.
yes,
That is a tough
it is
clue
a
for
yurt.
Will, what are you
I didn't-
doing, man?
I didn't think
Wow.
yurts were so glamorous, but that's a.
Well, it's
I've
not-
never stayed
Was
in one.
now Woodstock? Was that
Yes.
a yurt? Was the Oscars fun? Was that a yurt? Because it was a glamping site.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah, I'm going-
exactly.
yeah.
They were all
I
glamping
see.
in the mud.
Right,
I
right.
see.
To pull.
There's a great scene in the classic in the Woodstock documentary where a guy is waiting for people to come and they said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I'm filling up bottles of water. I'm going to sell them for $1 a piece." And everybody starts
and that
laughing.
guy today-
Everybody starts laughing like, "What an idiot!"
right.
Yeah.
This
All right. So what does this say? This is 8 down.
wind power generator.
And
Nothing
that guy
tricksy
today
there.
is Jeff Bezos,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Sorry.
Right.
Oh my.
And that guy today is Mr. Poland Spring. Yeah.
Exactly. Wind power generator.
Turbine.
Good for
Turbine.
you.
Nicole Xavier 111 has turbine. Fred Zand
Wow.
also knows. Do we just want to take one more crack at 20 across the first theme answer?
Sure.
It's
Well,
a
they
pun, right?
figured it out because
Yeah.
I knew it was bow tie on the end.
Ah, that's right,
So
yeah.
it's rocks the bow tie.
Right.
It's rocks the bow tie. That sounds.
And
I
here's,
feel like I
here's
say
some
that
familiar.
lovely here's some lovely Latin 2 down.
Yes.
Coroni.
Coroni.
Hey, that's the plural of the beer, right?
Right, that's right. which you have with limeace.
Exactly. Retiring. I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
That's
How
not
But
about
you
10
could-
down?
Okay.
element,
of-
or a chemical element of
Yes.
some chips, if you will. Some
Yeah.
So what would be in a chip?
it looks
looks
like
like-
silicon,
You
right?
would be right.
silicon is the one
Right.
we're looking
So
for.
what's 10 across?
What is 10 across?
Oops, sorry about that.
We have
Nope,
auto check
I
on.
did
We're
it
really,
again.
We're
Wow,
making
Right.
Sorry
about that.
that was like all of a sudden we were in Europe and we were gone too fast.
Right.
They're slapping us. We're still thinking of Unicom.
Now this is
Right.
right.
We
This
tried
is,
Silicon,
this is,
its rival.
Not like me to be up top so neatly. I'm usually
all
and
over the
that's
place,
please
huh?
feel
I'm all
free.
over-
The thing is that once you get one thing, it makes you want to solve the others because you're almost there.
right. A shooter, 12 down. A shooter may shoot a P.
Exactly.
Yes.
Very good.
And then what's
And how about this?
11 down? Oh,
Oh, something with an X factor. I love this one. This is a great clue.
See,
Thank you.
I would see. I'm interpreting that as some sort of quality, like.
And
he
that's
has
what an X
it,
factor is.
She
That's
has
wh-
it.
Yes.
that's what we want you to think.
Yeah.
So I see you activated my trap.
We,
Yes.
that's you. That's your little cabal with you and Will
Right,
and
yeah. They
it's
sit
like
there giggling
David,
up
we
in
do.
West
We sit
David
there giggling
Rockefeller
up
and the
in West.
Trilateral Commission.
Exactly.
Rubbing our hands
Let's go
together.
to 25 across.
Okay.
Yes.
Silo filler for short. It's too long to be hay, and
Right.
you've got that C in the middle.
Right.
So
It's
what
a
kind
very
of silo
strange
is
spelling
this,
of
Bill?
corn.
Right.
But let's go to 29
we
down,
wrapped
and then
around
let's
and
go
put
to
the
the
N at the
let's
beginning.
go to the people. Let's go out to
where
the
are we?
people. 29,
Yes.
29 across. I'm sorry.
Oops, sorry. What you feel when the moon hits your eye like
Oh.
a big pizza pie.
Oh, well,
That's
amore.
there
Thank
you go. Moray, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Right,
You're
okay.
right.
No, I'm
That's
just kidding.
amore Amsterdam.
That's amore
Thank you.
eel,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Do you ever like come across clues that you haven't seen yet in the puzzle, and you're just like, gosh, I just spent so much time on another part of this section, and here's my gimme right here in that part of the puzzle. I
yeah.
can't believe I didn't see that earlier. You know?
It's like when you're.
It hits your eye, like
Like
well, it
a
does.
big
That's an
pizza
exact.
pie.
Like a big pizza pie.
But that's like being lost for no reason, and all of a sudden, oh well, here's the turn.
You had the
on.
compass
Yes.
upside
Yeah,
down. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's one that I like because it's your language matching. If you have Madagascar, par exemple, that's in French, which means the answer has to be in French. So what have
Exactly.
we got there?
You know, I didn't know that was the gig on that clue.
Me
That
neither.
if the clue is in French,
Yes.
you have to respond in French.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean,
And
you
it's
can
one of the
respond any way
something-
you'd like.
Right,
This
that's
is
right.
not
It's
going to be the right
American.
answer.
Come on. You know, so
There
don't
are
wanna
see
be-
this see there's this column called wordplay.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
What's
that's
that?
you
very-
go
Yeah,
and
I've heard
we
about
heard
it.
we
Wordplay, you say.
yes, where we try to help people
Yeah.
and we try to tell them
Yeah.
things like that. But that actually is something that can help your solving right away. There are a couple of really simple rules to remember, like tenses have to match. Languages have to match.
Well, that's right, yeah.
Those are the things that can make you a better solver right away if you know them.
Well, I'm gonna jump to 28 down.
Okay, 28 down. Anti-apartheid.
And this is, I know,
Steve.
this is it Steve? It's Steve Biko.
It
is
is.
it
Biko.
Biko? Not
B-I-K-O.
Biko.
Right.
I only know because I just checked the pronunciation right before the show.
Right.
Yes, it's Biko.
Of course, the beloved
If you ask
character
Peter
played by
Gabriel-
Phil Silvers.
Yes, stop. No, not that one.
Sergeant Biko.
Right.
You know,
I
but
remember.
here's the thing. So it's Biko, not Biko. And,
Right.
and here's another thing. It's.
I know that from the
it's-
Peter Gabriel
it's-
song.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
Biko,
Yeah.
right.
And it's an acetylene torch, not
And,
a
yeah. Oh,
acetylene
aren't you
torch.
posh? Right.
It's not a acetylene torch.
No, it's not. An acetylene.
We've got our roughage source is Bran.
Yes, thank
Well,
God.
really.
Right.
We've got
Put your hands up.
Right.
online.
we've got solvers using pizza and pie emojis and chef's kiss emojis for the amore.
Oh, that's nice.
nice.
So there we go. We
this
can
one?
so here. Let's try another theme clue here. 31
Oh,
across.
Mideast diplomats request when itching to be challenged.
This is
Well,
no doubt.
Just
the first
stick
letter's
with the
got to
puzzle,
be
Bill.
the first letter's got to be G because
Okay.
you see,
Gimme.
gimme.
Give me
Gimme a.
Yeah.
I got to say, give me a Sinai.
You are so smart.
Right.
Look at you.
And that's of course.
Whoa.
No, the other way.
You
I know.
veered off
Uh-oh.
course.
There you
You're
go.
gonna get cops are gonna pull you.
The
And that,
crossword.
of
This
course,
isn't Jersey. Deb.
Yes. Sorry.
We're not in Jersey.
Anybody?
There's
let's
no right
put
on
it out
red here.
online. Who did the pop hit? Give me some kind of sign.
I don't
Because
know.
it was, I think it was Breton Wood. So put it out there.
Okay.
It was a pop. It was a 1970s.
Solvers?
Yeah.
Solvers?
You know, this
Who
is
did the
not in
sign?
my ken.
Give me some kind
Here's
of
one
sign.
that I learned. I knew of Madame Chiang Kai-shek. I did not know her real name.
It was Adela Stair.
It was, and that woman was
Right.
known
Adele
as,
the-
today
That
is
woman
Adela
today,
Stair.
yeah.
Right.
Any solvers? No, 26 down. In the meantime,
Ooh.
we have guesses literary chef.
Where
I
are we?
like that. The 16 across. The Madagascar par
there you go.
exemple is an île,
Oh,
Right.
Ile. Right.
Yes.
island in
Island.
French.
In
Okay, so
French.
that's gonna figure us out for 11 down.
Yeah,
Right.
honey
Because drain
604.
10 across would be
This is
sap.
algebra.
Right?
Sap. Or
And we're gonna
also,
solve-
you know.
Solve for
would be-
X.
For the clacks.
Right.
Yeah.
Algebra
Yeah.
is
Okay,
And
so
so
does
that's
that
gonna-
make this any easier? the
Yes.
xylophone?
TCBY.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
I love my
wanted a
silos filled
silo
with frozen
yogurt.
Yeah,
The
right.
country's best.
A silo, Phil. That's really.
Oh my gosh, we're
That's
halfway
when
done.
you have
Yeah,
absolutely
thank God.
no
Right.
problem with lactose intolerance.
Yeah, I
If you
hope-
got
Exactly.
a silo filled
Filled
with
with
yogurt.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
a very optimistic thing. All
I
right.
had the minor version of lactose intolerance. I had lactose not thrilled.
Oh.
This little, not as bad.
Right,
It wasn't,
exactly.
it wasn't
That was
completely
not-
Crossing its arms,
Yeah,
but it's
lactose-
not thrilled.
Lactose
Yeah,
nah.
it's like
Right.
my buddy Larry Amorous, the great comic, used to
Yeah.
say that he belonged to a society for people who were pretty smart called Mensa Mensa. And
All right.
Not so menos.
Yeah.
Inc. incorporated abroad. And again, here's another rule. If it's abbreviated in the clue, it has to be abbreviated in the answer.
Oh, well, that yeah,
Mostly.
okay, yeah, absolutely. Well, that I know. I didn't know about the
language.
French thing.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
We have
It would
all
be
these
horrible to have
tricks
French Russian.
and twists.
Right? That would be very confusing.
So we've got Archikuras.
Yes.
Got Asti at 29 down,
Very
which you
good.
plunked in.
Right.
And L. Euler ME says that 22 down is timid.
22.
retiring.
Retiring.
Okay, so that
That's
would be
good.
LTD for 34
That's
is
a yes,
LTD.
and
Right.
I'll tell you, retiring for timid is a very Thursday clue. It really
Yes,
is.
very, very much so.
LTD,
Lead in
which
for
also did
Romeo.
the 70s hit
Yeah.
Back in Love Again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we've got a lead-in for, well, Romeo.
Well, no,
Romeo.
or it could be a lead-in for Romeo, which is a little confusing.
Right.
Tough.
See, I want to say alas. I really want to say that,
Alas.
and I don't
Yeah.
want right.
Romeo.
But I could lead in because that would be the way he would open a line. But I don't feel very strongly about it,
Right.
so I'm not going to ink it up.
Then we're not
So
going
we
to.
can-
not gonna
how about
ink-
45 across, crossing
are
the
we?
last letter? That we should be able to.
There you go. Blank Avis.
Rara.
Right.
This is crawling with Latin.
It is. So
It's
now,
just this
so
part.
now
This is
tell
just
me.
for
This is like
Tell me.
this is
we
like a
picked this for you.
pre-Vatican
Right.
II puzzle.
Exactly.
There's so much Latin in it.
Right.
Yeah.
And afterward, we're going to put out the blue smoke and,
They're right.
and have some chicken.
Right.
The,
Vatican II men. Now we've got Alpha.
Alfa Romeo. It's not
Alfa
Romeo.
Romeo.
It's Romeo.
I guess I let that out of the bag a little early there. So Genesis Craft.
Like this one.
We
art.
Relax
This
art.
is art.
Very good.
Yeah.
the Vatican approves. Let's see. We tripped
open.
some solvers up on a last, but that's okay. We
okay.
love tripping you up. Here's
So
some
you
more
know, they
French.
found a few years ago. They found some old documents in by the Red Sea or whatever,
Yes, yeah.
with it that's saying
That they
that
thought-
Jesus at one point had been married, which is hilarious because can you see his
Be
wife?
careful.
I could have married John the Baptist.
Right. Okay, so how do you say large in French, Bill?
Oh my! See again, this is Latin and Greek. I'm right there. But
Okay.
I think
Solvers, 31 down.
Solvers.
Bit of a lag. So
Solvers.
let's start looking at
Couples? Bob
Yes.
Eubanks. Couples.
Yes.
Let's start
right.
looking at 35 across. The next theme clue.
Premier internet connection.
Well, I think we know that the last four letters are Wi-Fi because we got
Yes.
phi.
Now, interestingly enough, we have these things here: Wi-Fi, Sinai, bow tie. That's really interesting to me. We're going to figure that out later. But obviously, it's part of a theme.
But this is the thing that we were talking about before we came on the air, which
Okay.
was, as my belief is that sometimes the clues solve you.
yes.
Oh, the
That's
clues
very,
solve
very
you.
sad. That is so meditative.
In Russia,
Yeah, those
clues solve you.
Very good. Not yours, but good.
Well,
But that's
it's an
okay.
The
adaptation.
crossword
Yeah.
solves you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
we've got, Rocks the Bow Tie from Rocks the Boat.
Right.
Give me a
Give me a
sign.
sign, I from Give Me a Sign. So
Right.
Oh, okay. So
Oh,
you're
so
are we
Premier-
tagging? I mean, I don't know what we're doing. How about 35 down? Did we try that?
Neither do we. We
Premium
never
Network,
did.
we're lost. Okay.
Okay.
44 across,
44
Right below.
across.
half
See?
of a 60s folk rock group. I go right to
Peter Pak.
No, I go right to yeah, Ian and
this
Sylvia,
Right,
which is like.
exactly.
By the way, the Truants play at the Red Lion in the Village, which is on the corner of Ian and Sylvia.
Oh.
There's maybe two people that are going to get that reference.
Okay,
Okay, so now
that's
let's
all
go
right.
to 47 across.
47 across. Fast pace.
that could
looks-
be a whole bunch of
It
stuff
could be.
too.
But
How about solving down here? We've
Look,
got this
we should,
tiny
you know
little
what we should do?
corner.
We should go to 59 across.
okay, let's do
Alrighty.
it.
Very bottom. You know why? That's
Oh,
why.
look at that.
Yep.
I,
Okay.
right?
This is a nice-
So
nice
the
little
vote
southerly
heard on the
definition.
floor, and at the end of 20, 31, 35, 50, and 50 across is I, possibly.
So everything has to rhyme with because we've done three, we've
Yes.
done 2.5. Thai, Sinai, Wi-Fi.
Right.
They're-
The thing is, and I don't know if you've noticed this, but they all have the I sound tagged on at the end,
Right.
but they
Yeah.
are the base phrases are real phrases. This is rocks the boat.
Right.
And you add on I, that becomes rocks the bow tie, and it's clued to that. Give me a sign becomes give me a Sinai. This is something we haven't figured out yet, but it ends in
But we're
Wi-Fi.
gonna. We're
going
gonna.
to. At this point, though, we've solved more than half the puzzle. I want to take a short break here.
Okay.
Does anybody...
Let's pay some bills.
Yes, let's do something. I'm going to do my taxes.
So early for that.
Bill was a writer on the David Letterman show for many, many years. He is a terrific stand-up comic. Does anybody have any questions for him? Does anybody have any questions about the David Letterman
I
show?
was about to actually
up.
ask him a question about.
Oh,
so
go
there's
ahead.
that was perfect.
question
Perfectly
from the
timed.
room, yeah.
Sid Sivakumar asks. He's thinking about Obama.
Yes.
Thinking about Obama. Barrio is perhaps the funniest president in his recent memory. How did you write jokes for him? Did you
right. You
anticipate
wrote a
his
speech for
comedic
him.
timing and style?
No, because here's the thing. He had, having seen him work at previous correspondence dinners, I knew he had the timing of a stand-up comic, so I knew that all he needed was the well-constructed, quick joke, and that he would be able to bring his own style to it, because he was so comfortable.
Quickly.
And he, the one that I remember that I wrote from, he opened with it, his last correspondence dinner, which is, he came out and he said, hey, if this material works tonight, I'm going to try it 6 months from now at Goldman Sachs. This is, of course, when Hillary was under fire for getting paid for the speaking of Goldman. But he was a natural, and I was lucky enough when Dave got the Kennedy Center honor in 2012, and we went to the White House, and you know, as everybody knows, Dave kept the Ed Sullivan Theater notoriously cold.
Yeah.
It was just
That would've
freezing.
been- I would've
It was
loved
just
that.
freezing, and we're in line upstairs at the White House to meet Obama, and this is how easygoing he was. He sees Dave and he says, Letterman, you in my house now. We keep it a little warmer here. Which was, and you know that, you know, John Favreau, or they didn't come up with that.
No.
That was him in the moment.
That's great. That's good
That's
to know.
fantastic.
So he has a future ahead of him, this guy.
He could do anything.
Yeah.
He could be, really, he could go out in the road and do 40, no
He could-
problem.
That's terrific. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right.
We actually, I was going to say, we actually have some guesses for this long one now.
Okay.
I'll call on Archicurus, among other
Okay.
solvers, and Peregrine Took have both figured out that it's the good Wi-Fi. From
the
Good Wife.
the premiere. This is like if you stay over.
Wow.
I put
in
out-
a million, you know, in a
I put
million.
out the good Wi-Fi for you when you
the
come
good-
to my
yeah,
house.
Right. It's a good, that's very. That's right. You can't in my house. You can't sit on the good Wi-Fi.
No, because we've got the plastic
Right. But I never would have. Wow, I wouldn't have come up with that, because
No.
the good. I don't see the good Wi-Fi because it. Because just the way it sort of scans, the others like rock the boat, stops.
Yes.
Give me a sign, stops.
Right.
But the good, it's not the good
It's a
wife.
little bit
You gotta,
different. Yeah.
You gotta sort of lean on it a little. At
I
the
think
end.
that the constructor, Barbara Lynn, had said that her husband actually came up with them. That became the seed to the puzzle.
Love it when
That's
that
a
happens.
but that's a beauty. That's
Someone
It is.
very
else
That was a
gives
really
you an
nice
idea
one.
for a
That's
good puzzle.
very clever.
All right.
Just when you think there's no more wordplay.
I
No.
know.
Remember when
There you
Reagan
go.
deregulated
Okay.
wordplay?
You know
Do you remember
what?
that?
Let's go on with the puzzle. I'm going to beat you. Because, all right, large for friend.
Alpine Joy has, what's it, Gros? Gros?
Exactly,
Is the
Gros.
S isn't
Oh.
pronounced? I cannot
See,
read
I
French to save my
I'm
life.
not familiar with that. I remember there was a great, very underrated fullback with the Pittsburgh Steelers in the '60s, Earl Grow, whose name was spelt like that.
Okay, then that, I should have known that then. Then
All right.
yes,
And it's another way to clue it. Maybe
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah, right.
the gears are
There
turning.
was a long time. He was a pretty good major leaguer,
Yes.
but he was a longtime coach in the Major League Baseball named Rocky Bridges, and his goal was to be in the Times.
I've heard that. There were a lot of people who have
There are
that
a lot
goal.
of people. Yeah.
But not because he, just because. Come
Bridges
on, my
could be a
name.
wo-
Look
yes.
at Rocky Bridges.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly.
Yeah.
We've
So
got-
this is something you only pretty much hear in crossword puzzles. This word, wide open.
I kind of use it facetiously sometimes, to be honest. Like
Okay.
slack jawed.
We're
I
gonna
love
bring-
saying
we're
that.
gonna bring this back.
We've
Right.
got Nicole.
The gape,
We're bringing a
Right.
gape back.
Right. I mean, I would say a gape is used more frequently than its, single cousin, akimbo.
Akimbo,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I
You're
agree.
lonely on
It
Saturday
depends
night.
on your
akimbo.
elbows, though, right?
Those A
Okay,
words.
how about this? Half of a 1960s folk rock group.
I'm still
In
a little
AS?
lost. I'm
Okay.
still a little lost.
That's
Now,
fine.
what about 36 down?
How you might meet someone.
This got some
this
gears
was pretty.
turning. I can tell you right
I
now.
thought it was brilliant, though.
Well,
It's
let's.
a great
You know
clue.
what? I think I can help out with this. If we go 53 across,
Yeah, let's knock at this little corner that
Pan Am rival.
Got to be TWA.
TWA.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it'd be great if somehow we got Idlewild into this puzzle.
Exactly, because we've got LGA. You know,
my niece lives with me, and let me just say, she's 32 years old. She's gorgeous. She's a fashion designer, and she's now been living with me long enough for the doorman to believe she actually is my niece.
Your niece,
Yeah.
right?
And she does the puzzles in the free papers, and I guess they're a little old because every once in a while I hear her say, "What's Idlewild?" It's just like, okay, that's an old one.
That's
So let's
Okay,
do
so
56 across. Have.
It's a nice Thursday clue for
It
have.
is. It is.
Slightly easier one would be consume.
right.
But
it's I'm going to have after
Burger and
this,
fries.
Right.
because I haven't yet.
I haven't had.
I'm hungry.
I haven't having.
Yes, I haven't been having.
Having. So eat.
Exactly.
Now,
There you
I
go.
think that's. I would say is you could do better with the clue. I don't mind eat as the answer.
But remember that it's Thursday. It would be much more straightforward if this was a Monday puzzle.
Right.
Or a Tuesday even.
It's on
Possibly Wednesday.
our end. There are only so many ways you can clue
Exactly.
eat. That's one of those ones. A perfectly normal word. How many
Right.
different ways are you going to clue eat?
Now,
It's tough.
what's 47 across?
47 across.
Oh, it's fast pace.
Moving at a.
Anybody else have it?
Everybody.
Well,
I have a guess.
Okay.
Go for it.
What is it?
I'm going to say clip.
Clip is
There you
the
go.
one.
Yeah.
And then TPCA says halfway is how you might need
That's
someone.
a good one.
In the middle.
Okay.
There we go. And how about this? 37 down right next to it.
Land on the Persian Gulf.
It would be emirate.
Yes.
But is
Oops, sorry about
Oh.
that. Hey.
this
messing this-
would be great if you could get just a really scary alarm to go on.
We're doing it just to try.
Right.
That's the next feature we're adding into the app.
That's exactly.
Oh, we got
Just to
this.
scare
All we
people.
want.
The mamas and the papas. 35
Exactly.
days.
Very
TMC.
good.
40. Yeah.
So
Okay,
we
Now,
look
for
at this.
those-
We are crushing
For
this.
those that, if you remember, Jack Nicholson being courtside
Yes.
at Laker games, and he was always sitting next to a gentleman even older than him in a white type of soft hat, and
Yeah.
that was the record producer Lou Adler,
Oh,
who
wow.
discovered the Mamas and the Papas.
Excellent. Wow. I would.
Nice
I,
clue
now
for
I know why he
Adler.
had
Yeah.
such good
Also.
seats.
And adopted a squirrel. Yeah, right. Was that the original name of the
Will
group? Was the
so
Mamas
Will
and the
was
Papas
not
and
the
the
only
Squirrels?
one. Okay. Right. The Mamas, the Papas, and the squirrels.
So why don't we take
that
a
didn't
look?
work on the road
Yeah.
though.
Why don't we take a look at 50 across? Right,
let's.
just the
Okay.
very last. pump.
Liberate Louis XIV's palace.
Okay, so free. We know it's free.
Yes. Because of liberate.
And then it's
Well,
got to
what's-
be
what's the palace?
Right, it's got to be Versailles because it's got to be
Right.
Versailles.
Habanero 28
I hope
and
I
Kathy
spell
O
this right.
both
Okay.
agree. You've got it. I mean, AutoCheck has your back, so
It
you know you
does.
spell it
It
right.
does. And,
Boy,
and you'll
hey,
tell me
let's
when
get
I don't.
let's get the T-shirts made up
That's
right
right.
now.
AutoCheck has your back.
But how about
Wordplay every day.
No, but here it is. I don't want to tell you your business, but
No.
AutoCheck has, and then on the back.
On the back,
Oh.
your back. Very
Yeah.
good. Very
right.
good.
There we
You know
go.
what?
So-
Look, I think we're all going to make a little money on
I
this.
think we are. I think we are. It's nice doing business with
right.
you. So
It's a unicorn startup.
Yeah,
It is.
Oh,
Well,
baby.
yeah. Free Versailles is based on the base phrase would be free verse.
Right.
That's
And to me,
You write that.
that is well, who doesn't?
Exactly.
Yeah, actually, I write in Sapphic stanza.
Oh,
which is
okay.
very rare. But the thing
impressive.
about this lines up Free Versailles
Yes.
a little better than the Good Wi-Fi. I'm not the wordplay is
fine.
great on the Good Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
but it doesn't cut off in the sound the way.
Why the good wife is
But it's
in
no,
there.
but you don't call it Wi-Fi. You call it
Oh, I see.
So it's the way the F falls, which is my next novel.
There you go.
The way
the
the
way
F
that falls.
Yeah.
That's a 15.
Let's
oh
open
my
it.
God. Okay.
There we go. I
So,
was
so
hoping
the
that
title can be in the
The way
puzzle.
the F falls. Yes.
Okay.
Let's go-
Angers.
Well, that's a very popular.
Yes, it can. There's only two
Ayers.
choices
Yeah.
here.
Ayers.
What's the other?
Erks.
Erks. Oh, Erks.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Well,
Ayers there, but
yes.
yes.
Wow.
How
Then
about
we-
this one with the V?
Your online party request. Come to my party.
Yes.
Please click RSVP. Please click on the RSVP. Yes or no.
I noticed that Meh is now making a.
Oh,
Yes.
Meh is a
Is that
nice
saved
crossword.
you?
It has. It is. I have used Meh, I think, in 2 of my own puzzles.
Yeah.
It's great for a
It
corner.
is so great for a
Yes.
corner. It's when Heh doesn't
But
work.
what is your online party request?
It's an Evite.
It is
There
an
you go.
Evite.
Evite.
Come solve the New York Times crossword with us.
Exactly.
Please RSVP below.
And how about this? A powerful Scrabble tile. Now, this was interesting because when I read powerful, I automatically thought points.
Right. So
Right?
you went with X.
Yes, except that you don't really
Right.
spell
But I'm talking about your,
I was
your
thinking
thought
of it.
process. Or my thought process.
Well, our
Have we
thought
ever met
process,
before?
Yes, but
I am
the thing
getting
is,
an image
I
of a
think-
gardener. No,
right.
sorry.
The answer happens to be S, and it's not powerful for points. It's powerful because you can use it for so many different
Because
things.
flesh-
To cheat.
Make that turn.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Make that
Exactly.
turn.
Exactly.
So 54 across
54 across. Fries, e.g.
is a side.
Yes.
For you, maybe. For me, it's a main.
Yeah, right.
It's an entree.
For me, actually, it's a way of
It's an
life.
appetite.
It's a little different.
Right, it's a
But
food
way,
group.
Can we fit in way of life?
my ism.
Only if it was a rebus.
Yeah.
So,
You
boggle
know,
the mind.
that's his brother that nobody knows. Rebus Philbin.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Actually, not a person.
That is a
He's
brilliant theme entry.
Well, how are you going to
Rebus
fit?
Philbin.
Yeah,
How are you going to
Have
fit
that puzzle
Philbin
on my
into a
desk in the
single
morning.
story?
Right.
So, all right. So, boggle the mind.
Where are we?
We're
50
a 57 across.
Stunned.
Stunned. Very good.
And then 60
Who
down
else
right
out there
below
is
it.
stunned? Are you as stunned as I am?
Yeah.
Nicole Xavier 101 is stunned. Firehorse
Okay.
Girlie has to go, but says see you all
Oh.
next week. Thanks
Bye,
for joining
Firehorse.
us.
Thank you for
bye.
joining
Thanks for
us.
joining us, Firehorse.
Thanks for stopping by.
Okay. Desiccated.
Dried up.
Very
Ride
good.
up.
All
And
right.
their
We're almost
EP's
here.
60 across.
EPs, yes.
Yeah.
Where?
EPs.
Oh, yes. Very
Very
good.
bottom.
EP's 4 songs aside.
Yes.
Yeah. The
European-
Truants have an EP coming out.
Do you really?
Class Cuts.
Excellent.
How about that? Come on. Will that fit anywhere? No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, eventually. European
Eventually.
Union.
Nevertheless.
Yes.
Yeah.
European Union member to natives.
Well, this is a popular thing that gets you out of all
Oh
trouble.
my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. And how?
Does it
Will you pronounce it for me? Is it air? Is it? How
I
do
think
you?
it's Ire.
I've just kind of. I mean, I don't pronounce anything. I just put it into
just
grids.
write it in.
What's the
Right.
correct?
I don't
because we
blend
are.
these
It's an
phonetically.
audible
It
medium
is.
that what we're in today.
It really
Yeah.
is.
Yes.
Well, if we have anybody out there from the UK or from Ireland, please weigh in. I think
Please.
it's called. I pronounce it Ire.
Yeah,
Right.
that's.
So, which in line with this puzzle is
Yeah.
I think it's right.
Ayers, and look at how Ire. Look at that's very
Yeah,
clever.
Ire
with the-
crossing Ire.
Yes,
Ire,
wow.
yeah.
Nice little wordplay.
Ferry cross the
See
Ire.
things,
So
Yeah.
where do we
things
even
you
get-
don't notice.
Boy, she's terrific.
She
How
is.
about a debut? How about this debut?
It's a crazy
amazing.
debut.
All right,
It's really
49
impressive.
across.
49 across. Ali, who retired undefeated.
That's his daughter Lila.
Yes. You say Lila, I
Oh,
say
wrong way,
Lila.
wrong way.
Oopsie, sorry.
took a wrong turn again.
Lil. Okay.
Wow.
Lila Ali. It's not. Is it Layla? I think it's
That's
Lila.
what I
Ali.
say.
Laila.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now about
Layla
see.
is the Eric Clapton
With a Y.
With
with
the
the
Y.
Y.
All right, let's
Yeah.
bring this home.
we can go to the lone 3-letter answer. Maybe
many
that's
an IRS worker.
Is CPA.
Got it,
right?
CPA.
Okay.
And again, we've got the abbreviation IRS. It needs to be abbreviation in the answer.
Right.
All right, moving right along. Let's kill
41.
this one. Simmer down.
So you want if you had another letter, it would be chill out, but
Yes.
you don't. So
Nope.
it's chillax.
chillax. I
Ladies
like to
and
just
gentlemen,
write
I'll
chill
be
with
63
There.
next month.
And you are just going strong.
Come on.
Yeah. There you go. Something for an artist to have
Looks
on
like
hand.
power.
Oh gosh.
Man, he's
That made me groan, and I knew this clue already. That's
very
So
good.
we should be able to get 61 across.
we should with that X,
Yeah.
that handy
Some
X.
Toy Story themed toys informally.
Okay. I don't. I never had kids because there's no money in it.
Right.
But
but
so
you've got
I
that
don't-
one. That you've got that niece.
the niece,
right?
my niece, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't help you on this one. So let's
Okay.
go.
We
to
can put in the S though.
Yes, because it's a
Right.
plural in
Right.
the clue, plural in
Right.
the answer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
so
be
let's try.
out there in Crossword universe. Don't be shy about just
Dropping
sticking that S.
in there,
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a powerful
Piles
Scrabble
up as a
tile.
masses.
Exactly.
Powerful
Very
Scrabble
good.
tile as well as letter in Crosswords.
46 across looks like sham.
It does look like sham.
does.
It's not
Bogus.
wham. Bogus. Wham.
Like tears.
Saline.
Very good.
Wow.
Not salty
Yeah.
like I tried to put in
again,
and then
my
had an
friend
extra square.
Larry Amoros was
Yes.
talking about his father, and his father at one point was both diabetic and hypoglycemic, and he said the only thing he can eat is saline.
Right.
That's what this reminds me
Okay,
of.
right.
Tears.
Tears,
Again,
right.
that's
You
Tuesday
can
night
only
alone with
eat
me.
tears, right.
Look at how close we're
Look
coming
at this.
here.
Foundation for a home on a bayou.
Stilts.
Very
Stilts.
good.
Indeed.
Look how smart.
What is stilts?
How
Yes.
about 58 across? How about this one?
Oh, see, this is the one that tripped a lot of people up.
A
People
lot
are going to
of
have
people up.
questions about this one.
Right. Well, my bass player was in a folk rock accounting group. Crosby, Stills, Nash, Ernst and Young.
Right.
A lot of people don't
Know that
but,
one, right?
So, well, let's try 52 down.
Okay. This one I'm not sure I got, but that's okay.
Well, this is that abbreviation. So this is now that I know,
Yes.
thanks to you. Oh, you know what? Oh, let's do 49 down.
Alrighty. Engine capacity unit.
We have guesses for that. L. Euler ME had leader.
Oh,
That's
look at
there.
that.
Good.
for that.
Who did that? Nice going.
L.
Very
Euler
good.
ME. Well
Nice.
done, fellow
right.
So
engineer.
now this is an example of the clue solving you.
Yes.
So 58 across would be Senate.
Right.
Because it can't be anything else.
No.
And then you sort of
How of-
back into it with, oh,
Right.
yeah,
oh,
Joni.
Joni Ernst and Todd
Todd Young.
Right, sorry. I'm good.
How
We're
about
not
looking
some
at-
like
how about
media.
this?
I'm looking to you
Did
for an
anybody
answer.
see this? Did anybody see
Seven.
this when she went?
Yeah.
Luckily, we're not on television.
No, thank
yeah,
God.
No, what? And
Yeah.
that looks like T-Rexes, and it looks like
It would
assistant
be.
Danielle.
Yes,
It would
right.
be. Now,
Hey, we did
explain
it.
this to me, Sam. How is
Second
this-
in command. You're second.
Got it. All right. So
Right.
I overthought it. Now we're gonna close this off. We're gonna open it back up.
Don't
We're gonna
run away yet.
Don't run
Don't
away.
run away.
I'm not
We're-
going.
we're
What am I
gonna-
doing?
You don't
What
know.
am I doing?
Bill's actually duct taped to his chair. So, okay. Assistant, look at this. You crushed that puzzle in 44 minutes with the help of our viewers. Thank you very much.
Thanks, viewers.
Well done,
And-
solvers.
Yeah. Here we go. There it is. Back again.
Voila.
looking.
Just to, yeah.
The eyes have
The
it.
eyes have
Right.
it. Barb Lynn gave us a puzzle
Very clever.
with bass phrases with the sound I tacked on
Rocks
the
the
end.
boat. Aye.
Right, rocks the bow tie. Gimme a sign
Aye.
becomes gimme a sign I. The good wife
Aye.
becomes the good Wi-Fi.
Doing it one more time.
And free verse.
Aye. There we go. Thank you.
but-
Thank
Free
you.
I'm sorry.
verse.
Oh, I was supposed to
That's
play
not
like
terribly
right.
annoying, but that's
I was
right.
just- all right, I'm still on the air.
That's right.
Yes, I-
Bill, what are you doing after this? What are you doing the next couple of days? Do you have anything that you'd like to mention?
Well, I mean,
right?
it's, no, I don't think I do. But, I mentioned I plugged the Truants in
Yes,
February
yes.
21st at
Truant's
the,
coming up in
at the Turning Point.
Where's
It's
that again?
It's in Piermont, New York,
Piermont,
right on
New
the
York.
border of, and
Okay.
and you mentioned Shrink Thyself, which
Yes.
is my last.
Please read
my-
the book. It's a terrific
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Any-
we want to thank you so much for coming in. This
Oh
was
my
so
God,
much
this
fun.
was-
We
I
had a
don't
blast.
think-
I was.
I haven't had
I was
tears running
losing
down
it.
my
Yeah.
face
This
in
is-
a long time.
I need to make sure to keep my
might
composure.
want to see somebody about that.
Absolutely, it's a
It might
duck
be-
problem.
it might be a duck-
Those
Right.
saline
Duct tape.
tears of
Yes,
That's what-
yes.
that's
It's,
the part that's
but
in my
it's
chair.
deductible.
Yeah,
But
no.
sorry. The that's a little insurance joke.
Really?
But anyway, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you,
hopefully in the
Solvers, for
future,
joining us.
Bill will be writing a guest column for Wordplay one of these days.
That was
Can't
one of
wait
the.
for that.
I just loved that. I did it. I think
You
two.
did it a few years ago.
Yeah, a few years
Oh, I
ago. I
didn't
did
know
2
that.
years
I
ago.
should've known
Yes.
And it was great fun, and I loved doing it. I love what you guys have manifested here.
Oh, thank
With-
you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's
Well, we
great.
have some great people supporting us, our viewers, and we have, I mean, word people are the best.
Word people are
Crossword
the best.
People are the best.
We're just
Buzzword people are the
passionate
best.
about this, and
Yeah.
anybody can do crosswords too. This isn't just some crazy
Exactly.
brainy thing. We want this to connect to the real world and to any solver out there.
And all you have to
you're
do to be a
testament
member of
that,
the
though.
club
This
is to
a
love
ton of
words as
fun.
much as we
It's
do.
a ton of fun.
Exactly.
And
Well,
and isolating.
And no, because
just hold up
only
and-
yes, if
unless
you
you
sit
solve
there on the
together.
subway like this.
Right.
But we believe that it's better to solve together, which is why we had you.
Deb, you and me, we almost make one good brain.
Almost, yes.
When we solve
say
together.
that. But anyway, thank you very much for coming.
Oh,
in.
I
we,
loved it.
we
This was
loved
great.
having you. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back again next week.
So
at
I'll be
1
back
p.m.
next Thursday?
Yes,
Come on
absolutely.
over.
You'll be banging on the door.
All right.
And but anyway, this is Deb Amlen for the New York Times, Sam Ezersky, and our very special guest Bill Scheft, wishing you a terrific afternoon and happy solving.